Do I think that Adderall should be considered a performance-enhancing drug in esports? I don't know, man. People would just get prescriptions that say they can take it, so like I don't see the point. What are you gonna do? Not let people who have to take it or whatever, where the doctor says they need to? Yeah, but then I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not like it's hard to get a prescription for that shit. Literally not hard at all. So, anyways, a couple of adepts coming out here. Twilight is on the way for Creator. Very quick for Byun right there. Gets the shot into. Shot move. Bam. It's kind of funny, because I think doesn't the Reaper have a half range more or something? It's like really crazy. Well, he sees the Twilight at least, right? It's something. Oh my god. He wanted that SCV so bad, and Byun just would not let him have it. Dude, I know that moment, for sure. So Blink is on the way. Second barracks, as well as a medevac with some mines being made. So looks like we're going to have 3 racks Blink, or 3 gate Blink. 3 racks Blink, lol. No, that's combat shields. He gets away with the combat shields. Combat shields into the main base. All right, another adept kind of walking forward. Ooh, does not get caught there by Byun. Nice move out, though. Kind of zone that out from really having any chance. Don't defense. What league are you in StarCraft 2? Higher diamond. If you don't think I could get better than you in a week, you're fucking crazy. Now, the medevac coming in with a couple of mines. Let's see when it boosts in, how much he's going to be able to actually get here. Yeah, just kind of waiting for a moment. Blink almost done. Immortal getting started for Creator, as well as at Colossus Tech. Yeah, that third Nexus coming up. I wonder what Byun was doing against MaxPax, right? Because MaxPax is pretty damn solid at this matchup. But, like, this looks all pretty standard from Byun. Like, maybe he had special builds against MaxPax or something like that. Maybe he's just going to show us incredibly solid decision-making in micro. That could be. For sure, that could be. All right, losing a few Marines as he pushes across the map. Ooh, nothing here for that medevac. The medevac's been waiting, like, really patiently. Okay, when you see this many units, you can boost in. Yeah, and he's doing exactly that. Look at this, boosting in. Oh, he just barely misses the shot right there. Sick mines. Damn, son. Good setup. Now, I think Byun should pull back with this. This is the one thing where I'm like, Creator, if he goes in and kills that army right now, it's not nearly as bad. Oh. But you know what? If he walks in and takes damage on everything, then it's even better for Byun. Okay, that was a very weird walk forward. Getting all this shit clumped together and taking as much damage as he possibly can. All right, Blink's forward here. Byun is going to smash him. Look at that. Picking off a lot of units here. Well, that Blink forward, yeah, it doesn't quite get the medevac. Does kill off the Immortal. Does kill off 2 of the sentries. Going to get away with about 10-ish supply. Looks like another attempted mine burrow here. And those will be picked off, but gets a couple more at least. Byun still, he has the worker lead as well as a little supply advantage still. Yeah, really chasing there. I'm surprised he went that far. It's kind of weird when they keep going when you think they're going to turn around. All right, third command center is on location for Byun. Important to mention. But I think he's completely safe with that, honestly. Like, right now is a rebuilding phase for Creator. He's got to make sure that he's really pumping out his probes, trying to get that economy back online, getting his Colossi together, building that composition that's going to allow him to actually fight Byun. Byun right now should have map control as well as free reign to make this base. Has some good production going. Starts his Ghost Academy. I like the timing of that Ghost Academy. I feel like this is always the sign of a Terran that's on top of things. When they add the Ghost Academy before you add the Templar Archives. Ooh, and here's Creator's idea about how to sneak his way ahead of Byun. Putting that gold base behind the gold patches to make it a little bit harder to scout. It's funny how often this happens, and it feels like it doesn't get scouted for longer than it should not get scouted for. All right, little stim in here. Not many units in the natural. Uses the overcharge. Still gets picked off super, super fast. Going up the ramp right now. Byun with some killer instinct. Look at this. Going to go ahead and eliminate this forge. Oh, I wouldn't mind him killing that sentry, honestly. All right, does end up getting it, but the two force fields there do a really good job, I think. Nice hot pickup. Might be time to just get out of here, though. Yeah, picks up what he can. Dude, Byun is playing pretty sick, actually. These are some fantastic moves he's making. Like, really, really decisive as well. Medevac's not going to fly over this gold base, so this is still going to give Creator some sort of chance to really get his economy rolling. Prism did run over a mine, which is a bit of a problem. Very, very damaged. Going to be hard to warp it in the main base. Might have to just sit on the side. Byun hunting for it, though. Doesn't see it. I think you leave it there. Double forge coming up, as he did lose the single forge. It is 1-1 against 0-0. And no armory for Byun, so he's kind of not building towards that later game, despite the fact he's taking fourth command center. That doesn't make sense. 100% of the time you can afford an armory here. It's not like he's like, well, it's so optimized. I don't need to start 2-2. It's like, well, dude, you could buy an armory, and then I guarantee you at some point you're going to have enough money that you can just get 2-2. You have 4 bases and mules, bro. Okay, so kills off that Prism. Only one Zealot getting out. Creator continues to fall further behind. Oh, nice hit. Nice hit. I was like kind of waiting there for that. And look at this. Sends the Vikings over to the side. The overcharge is going to basically save these for a while. But he gets forward, takes out a Robo, and that's going to be GG. Byun takes that first game. That was actually... It was dominating in a weird way. Right? Like, he got the mine drop off. He was very, very patient with that mine drop. Creator counterpunched a little bit by killing some of his army, but it didn't really do that much. And... you know, Byun then just found this really decisive stim into the natural, pick off a Colossus, go up the ramp, do a bunch of damage, get the forge, all this stuff. Just really good play from Byun. Just really good play. I loved the patience of the mine drop. People will normally go in before then, and he really waited. He really waited and tried to make that as disguised as he possibly could. That's something that's very frustrating for a Protoss player. All right, we're going to go into game number 2. We have Byun in the bottom right. Top left, we have Creator. Dragon Scales going to be our map. Don't really have anything too specific to say about Dragon Scales, honestly. so yeah, we just wait a little bit here. Hope you guys are enjoying this StarCraft 2 here tonight. I do want to remind people that after the finals, we are gonna take a little look at Zero Space, the new RTS that is being made right now by Cats, Scarlet, and others. Some really smart RTS brains behind it. So I haven't really paid that much attention. I actually backed it on Kickstarter already, but haven't really looked at it. So we're gonna just watch a few of their videos, maybe have a little chat with Cats if he's around. Yeah, and then we'll play some Brood War ladder. This tournament definitely looking like it is going to be faster here tonight. Yes, that's right. Cats is making a game. But anyways, back into it. Right now, Byun looking pretty good for Creator. You know, obviously, when you get hit by a mine drop, that's pretty painful. It was a good setup from Byun. And again, can be frustrating as Protoss to have that come in at a very unexpected moment. Now, Reaper into Factory. Obviously, this is a trapped probe right now, so that'll be picked off as soon as that Reaper is out. And he's trying to be as annoying as possible, like delaying mining on some of these patches. Down it goes, and the Reaper will go across the map. We don't see yet what tech Creator wants to go for. Zero space in my SSD. Oh boy.
Add-on complete.
All right, some nice micro there from Byun, just kind of checking out what's what. Looks like he's going to loop around and maybe try the main. Of course, there is a block there. But at least you get to see the block. Can you actually see that? I don't... It's Twilight. We're going to check. No? Not going to check. Yeah, can't quite see it. Looks like he tried to bounce himself over with grenade. There are situations where that can work, but did not work here. All right, so I'm reading the stupid copy boss in the chat. You guys are so dumb. Hurts my brain. All right, so 3-gate Blink plus Robo coming up here from Creator. You know, the old tried and true build. We'll see if he wants to try to actually pin Byun at all, put pressure on Byun at all, or is this just going to be into an expansion? Does have that shield battery coming up as well. Oh, Cloak and Banshee's on the way. That's kind of interesting from Byun. I did not expect to see that, actually. I wasn't really paying attention to the add-ons that were being made, but yeah, I didn't expect that. Look at that. So it's going to be a mine drop. He's making Tank, Banshee, and Marine behind this. Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with the way that he's approaching it, but it's certainly not something that we see too often. There's his patient medevac now waiting. He might utilize Banshees this time as opposed to a frontal attack to try to draw units away. Of course, you need less units to deal with Banshees, though, so that might change it a little bit. Don't forget, Blink is going to be finishing, so a little bit easier to react to anything that's going down. Now, there's a lot of money being spent on tech from Byun as well, so his army isn't going to be quite as large as we saw in that previous game. Yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say here is I don't suspect the mine drop will do as well. Oops. Okay, well, he sees the Prism, so that's something at least. I mean, you kind of expect it anyways, but gonna move some of these units into the main. He already has a pre-placed siege tank for this possible blink in anyways. That bunker in the front is not well defended, so that would be very easy to knock out. Yeah, blocks this one very, very well. So 3 probes total dying, that's totally fine. 2 mines and a medevac going down, you're not going to be upset about that. So it is just going to be a 4-stalker drop as opposed to anything else. Oh, look at this. The observer is being made. Oh, he actually had some missed micro there for a moment. Yeah, it was attacking a stalker instead of probes, but he's actually getting a lot of probes with this Banshee. Now, the Banshee will go down as this observer approaches, But you know what? 11 kills, not bad. 3, of course, were from the mines. So that's going to be 8 kills for the Banshee. Solid stuff. Creator falls below the worker count of Byun. Never where you want to be. And not just that, it wasn't a lot of supply Byun spent, right? It was 8 supply total. So he's actually still going to kind of peak up in supply well above Creator at this point. Like, we see all this production going down. He's very consistent. You can see the production tab there for Creator, right? It's like he has 3 gates. He has a robo, but right now he's trying to add on some tech. So his supply going to kind of stagnate for a moment. Ooh, that is such a good kill. You need 4 Stalkers to one-shot SCV, but before they could get their volley off, a tank killed one. So that harassment doing very, very poorly. Byun is truly outplaying Creator here today. It's kind of funny. All right, finally picks off that Banshee. Byun right now taking a pretty significant lead, I would say. Third Nexus has started at least, and he does have Psystorm on the way, and I do like the Psystorm as the choice. I feel like you do need to... Like, if you just go into Robo here, it feels like it's going to be very underwhelming, whereas, who knows, maybe you hit 3-4 Psystorms, then make a couple Archons, you're good to go. Double Medevac getting ready. Well-placed Observer there. It's not in siege mode, so it doesn't... like, these Medevacs might actually slip. No, I guess its vision does go just to the edge. Okay, but the attack is coming at the same time. So same type of idea here. Only a couple Stalkers being warped in. Uh-oh. Byun going crazy here, going ham. Well, this attack really looks powerful as well. Those are good Psystorms. So see, this is why I think the Psystorm was a good choice. Because right there, like, if you have one Colossus, it can't do that much. Now, here he comes. He gets forward on top of some of these siege tanks, drops the Immortal, and juggles the Immortal back. Dude, that Immortal play was fucking sick. That thing dealt like 500 damage. Oh my god, that Immortal did a lot for him. Very good army break there. Without Psystorm, without the Immortal and the juggle, I think Byun actually wins the game. I was actually like, wow, it's going to be a very quick 2-0, but not going to be the case here. Now, a counterattack comes up from Creator, and he has those 2 Archons I was talking about. Oh my god, the Archons are doing magnificently here against the SCVs. And Byun actually might be very close to dead here. Pretty good mine goes off. Looks like he just has enough to push him back. That's crazy. That's what Psystorm will do for you. He got the Psystorms off, stopped the push. Archons, immediate counterattack. SCVs had to be pulled because he lost a lot of his army to those storms and to the bust. And then the Archons absolutely demolished the SCVs. Of course, if he lets the whole army in, it probably kills that small group of Marauders he has. So, like, the SCV pull, you know, you can look at that and be like, wow, he shouldn't have done that. But he might lose the game if he doesn't. So now suddenly we have Byun playing sub 40 SCVs. Still decent army supply, but hard to play against this unit set that he's playing against, right? Psystorm all over the place, Charge, Blink, Immortal. Wow, that was crazy. That was crazy. Really good stuff going down here tonight. We actually have a lot of good series tonight. I'm impressed. And thank you guys, anyone who is subbing to the channel. I really appreciate it. It's a great way to get the best emotes out there, to be an official guy in the chat, and of course to avoid the terrible ads that Twitch plays on the channel. Now, third command center for Byun is landed. You know, he doesn't really have the SCV count to spread across 3 bases, although patchers are going dead in his main, although that's, at the same time, that's not like why you want your SCVs to spread better. It's because you have so few bases because you're mining out. But, you know, just looking at the numbers, you're like, well, at least I'm still playing the game. At least we're still in there. We still got a fighting chance. Creator is starting to get a lot more supply. Now, his army, there's some funny things about this type of army, right? Like, if it's very charge lot heavy, sometimes you can take a positionally a very good fight, or you can, like, grind it down with kiting. There's not a lot of robo units in there. So, like, for instance, if you hit some EMPs upon the High Templars and the storms aren't coming down, the Terran supply can fight very efficiently. Like, see, there's EMP. See that? No storms. No storms right there. And suddenly it's just a big group of charge lots. And Byun knows, right? Like, this is how you take this type of engagement. Now, we should see an EMP go down. There's one. I don't think that was that good. You want to actually hit the Immortals and the Archons if you can. But it does seem like the supply differential is a little bit much. He's going to pull back for now, especially with those High Templars chasing. Byun is doing, like... Creator's winning right now. But like, watching Byun play... really looks like Byun is playing a bit better than Creator. You know? And of course, like, well, he won, so he played better. No, that isn't actually how StarCraft works. Like, Creator got the advantage with that double Archon attack after holding the push. But, like, overall, Byun is making some very good choices. He's choosing his engagements very, very wisely. You know, he's applying pressure really well. His harassment is done well. Here he's trying to come in again. Gets a good EMP on the side. Those High Templars, oh, that's a good EMP. He barely eats. Okay, that Storm does very well, though. Eats a lot of Storm there, but he's taking the best engagement he really can. The Claw Sight coming up. It's not that much splash damage right now. The Archons are a little bit scary. You don't want them getting up there and hitting you. Some good kiting back. A blink forward does force Byun even further back here. Yeah, it does look like he has to pull back for now, but the supplies are pretty even at this point. Well, at least as far as army supply goes, it's very, very close, or it was just a moment ago. Now, he walks into this Liberator Fire, blinks forward onto some mines. Byun trying to set up a location that's strong, but can't quite do it. Creator, with his ape strength, going to be able to punch through there. Really a cool game, though. That was a cool game. I do feel like Byun played really well. Just that counterattack with the two Archons did so well. Killing like 30-something SCVs. Byun just couldn't hit the macro he needed to do. Damn. Good game. Good game. Yeah, Creator definitely played well as well. Like, yeah, he did. But, like, what I'm seeing that looks extra special to me, like, Creator made a really great choice to go High Templar. I explained that. And about the way you can utilize the Storm into the Archon type thing. Like, everyone knows about this, but, like, we don't see it that often. A lot of people are stuck in the mind track of, like, I need to go Claw Sai or Disruptor. But Sai Storm is still absolutely in the right circumstances, the right play. But, like, overall, I feel like I'm seeing these moves from Byun. I'm like, oh, damn, he's, like, playing real well tonight. You know, a really strong Protoss, I think, is more likely to 2-0, and a strong Terran is more likely to 2-1, if that makes sense. There's a little bit more volatility from the Terran side, oftentimes. All right, anyways, let's jump into this next game. Byun, top left of Gressvon. Bottom right, we have Creator. All right. Woo. So, kind of a sneaky probe here, huh? Creator gonna cheese. Proxy Pylon. Is this gonna be a 2-gate? It looks like it's a 2-gate. Yep, yeah, it's gonna be a 2-gate. And it's actually a double gas for Byun. So this is actually lucky for Byun right here. You know, the 2-gate wants you to make a command center as quickly as possible. When you're going for gas, everything's gonna be on high ground. You're gonna be walled in. It's hard to force your way through any of that, right? They get a bunker up behind that stuff, make their command center in the main base. Your 2-gate is, you know, maybe you can keep them from taking the expansion for a little bit longer, that type of thing. Maybe you can, you know, catch them a little bit off guard, pick off some SCVs that are repairing, that type of thing. But realistically, I look at these two builds, and I definitely would prefer to be in Byun's shoes here. All right, second gate is ready. The core is finishing up. And 2 stalkers being added into that single zealot. Double chrono boost. But a reactor reaper going to be made. Kind of interesting. Reapers obviously don't fight too well against these units, but, you know, they can run around counterattack. They can jump up and down to circumnavigate the area the stalkers are attacking. And a Hellion coming up as well. He is going to probably need a bunker. Now, when he sees this coming up that quickly, you're going to be like, that's a bit peculiar. Okay, the 2 Reapers come out, so he does back up from that, and we should see him close the depots as well. Right? I think if he sees the Zealot lead and the 2 Stalkers come, like, you got to close, don't you? No. Huh. Okay, there he goes. Now he closes. Did you see that? He opens it. This is really interesting. Okay, brings the SCVs down. So 2 more Reapers are about to join. Now with 4 Reapers, I think he just kills everything here. Oh, he loses that 1 other Reaper. He almost had 3 Reapers left over. Imagine if you have 3 Reapers left over here. This could actually become a very strong counterattack. That doesn't look that scary though, right? Feels like if you have like an Adept and a Stalker, you're going to be basically okay. Just block them from getting into your main base, and yeah. Oh, the Adept's doing well. Yeah, that's a sick pick-off. Very good. Oh, it doesn't quite get him. You see that turnaround? Oh, Byun, dude, his confidence in his micro is unreal. Because he is like a fraction of a second from losing that Reaper multiple times. He's putting extra damage on with it. This is why everyone loves Byun. These micro moves that he makes, no one else even tries these things. It's crazy. All right, down comes a Cyclone here. He's getting a lot of damage there. The Reaper actually making sure he had vision that whole time. Damn, dude. Byun's cray. Yeah, definitely wants to get that. Gets another pick off. Is going to be able to escape with this, of course. Look at this. The 3rd Nexus just going down. I like it. I like it. Creator's taking a little bit of damage, a little bit of mixing up here from Byun. Oh, I don't know about that one. I don't know about trading this unit out for a probe. Well, you know, I always like to say your superpower is your super weakness, too. This crazy killer instinct trying to get damage through good micro all the time. It's like, he's on such autopilot of trying to do that he literally just traded a Cyclone for a probe. That is such a wretched trade. It is so bad. Like, he could have just ran that home, repaired it, and he has this other great unit with his army. As is, though, he catches the Stalker walking up the ramp, gets a free kill there. But imagine if he had a Cyclone here. Both those would be dead. Yeah, 3 Stalkers now, trying to get some damage. I love that little micro move. He moved it so the siege tank was level with the Marines. There was actually 1 Marine in front, but like the Marines that he was going after. And then that increased range hit the Stalker, so he couldn't be kited anymore. Really cool stuff. Yeah, picking off another one. It's kind of a scary army. Siege is 1 tank. 1 tank. Okay. All right, Siege is the other. Gets rid of this pylon. Yeah, I like the 2 Marines going after the probes. Doesn't put too much air. Okay, he does warp in these Stalkers. Gets 1 hit on them as they do get recalled over. I think the Creator won't lose the Nexus, but this is pretty darn good from Byun. Oh my god, he's going to lose the Nexus. He just gives it up. It felt like if he had blinked onto the Marines, 1 siege tank splash shot would have killed like 4 Marines there. So I actually thought he was going to be able to hold that when the Marines were out in the front. But yeah, you see there, he just blinks in while everything's together. That absolutely does not work out for him. Pretty bad situation for Creator here. You know, he took the risk of taking that third base super, super fast. Didn't work out. Brings the Zealot up to tank some damage here. I'm not sure why. Looking to see maybe if it had left or something like that. Like, it makes sense if you're going to blink in, you take the shot with the Zealot. Yeah, he tried to do that there. Didn't quite work out. He will clear this now, but, you know, this is a tough spot. This is a very tough spot for Creator. He's up a few workers. He's remaking his third. Heavily down in army supply right now. And heavily down in army quality. It's literally only Blink Stalkers. And we're going to have, like, Marine Marauder tank medevac. Concussive shells are going to be done. +1 is done. Combat shields are done. You know? This, I think Creator is just going to fall over this, honestly. Like, maybe he throws out a couple shield batteries and tries to hold it, but I think the siege tanks grind him too hard. Yeah, you can see him losing these extra units as well. The concussive shells doing huge work. In fact, Byun anticipating that and picking up the Marauder. Sent it from way out. Hey, look at that. 14 Stalkers already lost this game. Dude, what a tough situation. Comes up here, very Marauder-heavy army. The overcharge is almost going to run out here. Well, it doesn't have a pylon powering it anymore. And the probe's all going down. Looks like Byun going to be going to the finals. Yeah, just stimming forward. Well, I mean, this army's pretty badly hurt. We don't see any medevacs, but there's nothing left for Creator. GG. And some sick plays from Byun. He is really playing very well tonight.